Hi, you're here sewing with Cody. I'm happy to announce that we finally got our new Bernina L850 overlocker. We waited a very, very long time for the new Bernina Serger overlocker, and we finally have gotten them. As an initial overview of the machine, it's a very solid, well-built machine for sure. And the video may be hard to see, but it's a decent sized machine. This is about the size of a Bernina like a new generation 5 series. So you've got a nice big throat, which is plenty big enough for an overlocker. A nice slide-on table that's nice and solid, that is removable. A nice tray to catch all of your little cuttings. The side door can open with the tray still on it. You've got all the little tools that you need. And with it being an air threader, it makes it super easy to thread the upper and the lower loopers. And it's just powered by your foot pedal. So your foot pedal, it uses the traditional Bernina foot pedal. And so we just switch the lever here, and this will engage the loopers and the tubes to be able to feed that thread through. So when it's switched over, you press on the foot pedal and it has a little fan that blows the thread through the upper and then the lower looper. Very easy, very wonderful. But also, while we have this open, another feature that I've found that is really, really nice, it's something that I really like, is right here. This is where you can have the half motor speed. So as we know with sergers as opposed to sewing machines, they can sew a lot faster than a traditional sewing machine. So here we can dial that down. So when I push all the way down the foot pedal, it's not going to go at a super high speed. It's going to go at a fast speed, but a very controlled fast speed. And that's one of my favorite features that I've discovered so far. And you have a nice little place to put your still sharp, but unused needles that you may have taken out because you're working with a different type of fabric and you want to use a different type of needle. It's all just right there. Super easy. Everything's just nice and solid. Just feels really nice. Our tension discs, our spools in the back to hold our thread, our foot pressure that we can adjust depending on the weight of our fabric. Another really, really nice feature is this needle threader. This needle threader is really nice. If anybody's familiar with the 1150 overlocker, that serger had a needle threader, but it worked, but it was very mechanical feeling. It wasn't very smooth. This one's just as smooth as our sewing machine needle threaders. And we can easily switch between left and right needle, depending on which needle we're threading at the moment. We have an adjustments if we're doing a rolled hem or just a regular overlocker, and of course our Bernina micro thread control adjustments around the side. Down here we can adjust the cutting width, and there's a simple little lever on the side right here which we can push in if we needed to disengage that blade to make it a little bit easier to thread or to get in there. Very easy. Something that you can't see right now, but we have here, little levers right here. When we take off our tray, is both the L850 and the new upcoming L890 have a free arm. This is a game changer when it comes to a overlocker. So if you're serging sleeves or anything like that, you can easily, of course I don't have a sleeve right now, but if you had a sleeve, you can easily wrap it around this free arm and be able to sew continuously, opposed to having just a solid surface which you're trying to fold up the sleeve to get it in there. On the side we have our traditional stitch length and our differential feed. And all of this we'll go over in a more detailed video, but as for just a quick overview, it's all right here. So like the little table just comes off. Something else that I saw and I really loved was all of our other overlockers, they have a separate little doodad, as I'd call it. It's a little upper looper converter, so it allows you to just serge or use the overlocker with just 2 threads. And so you had to attach that little device and thread it. It wasn't anything difficult. But here we have our upper looper converter actually built in. So all I have to do is flip it over and stick it in, of course, before we thread it. And it's allows you to work with just 2 threads. So that little nifty little gadget's right there ready to be used whenever you need it. So you don't have to find that little piece if you've lost it or whatnot. But the upper loop converter is a really nice little addition that's built into the machine. Otherwise, it's like I said, it's a hefty machine. It's on the larger side, but it's not that heavy. It's not as heavy as like a 5 or especially like a 7 series Bernina. So it's got the handle, and there's on this side there's a little divot so you can help pick it up. But like I carried it within its bulky box, and it wasn't impossible. And especially with the machine by itself, it doesn't weigh nearly as much as it appears. And a lot of it's just open space. You could have a little motor that's a little fan that's feeding the thread through when you have that operating, and of course your motor, but it's not extremely heavy. So if you are going to classes, which I'm going to start when everything starts settling down, we'll start having some more serger classes, and of course showcasing the new sergers. So it won't be too much to bring to class. And I'll show more videos, some other things that come with it. It does come with a nice case and dust cover. But one other thing I want to highlight is we got this in today as well. It's the new Big Book of Serging. And this is where I'll be basing my class off of, is using this serger book, just like I do with my my feet technique class book. With the class using the Big Book of Feet. I'll be using this book, and I'll reference this book and show you in a lot of the videos that will be coming up. But it's a wonderful book. It's a long time coming to replace the old serger technique book. And it has all of the new relevant sergers from all the Bernina sergers, but also including the L460 and the L450. And of course, the 850 and 890. All right, well, here's just a quick video that I wanted to show, just kind of a quick overview of the machine and what I think about it. It's nice and smooth. It surges amazingly, just like what we expect from a Bernina product. All right, well, happy sewing, and I hope you enjoy the video, but also just a little tidbits about the machine, and stay tuned for more videos. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up so it allows other people to find the video more easily. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel. All right, well, happy sewing.